Welcome back, everyone. What can the days of cowboys and Indians teach us today about how to deal with Al-Qaeda?
Let me start with you, Rod. Just explain briefly the starfish and the spider in terms of the type of animals they are.
Sure, and it tells us a lot about human organizations. The two creatures look superficially similar, but internally they're completely different. Spider's got a body in the middle, head on top, 4 legs on each side. If we cut off a leg, we just get a crippled 7-legged spider. If we cut off the head, it dies. It dies because it's a centralized organism, and most organizations are like that. We look at it with hierarchies and a CEO on top. The starfish, on the other hand, if we cut off the arm of a starfish, it can regrow. In some species, if we cut off all 5, we get 5 new starfish. The starfish can do that because it's decentralized. It doesn't have a central brain. It's got a neural network, and a lot of networks in the world today are like that, like Wikipedia or Al-Qaeda or the Craigslist community. And there's tremendous power in this kind of starfish networking model.
As we try to relate that to, let's say, the fighting the war on terror, how does one combat a starfish-like organization like you're comparing Al-Qaeda?
Sure. Well, you've got to use a different strategy, basically. You've got to have a strategy that fits your opponent. And if your opponent is not centralized, you know, Saddam Hussein was centralized, right? One guy, tight fist, running an entire country. Once that was shattered, a whole set of different networks came out. Al-Qaeda infiltrated the country. So you want to out-network the networks effectively. So one of the things you can do is, in military terms, and Kelly, I know you've got an Army background, but it's more special operations. Much more independent small units that can work against their small units locally without the large units that you might have in conventional combat. So there's a different re-architecting of what you do on the military front, and then a lot of networking as well on the social front and the NGO front in every way you can. You've got to outflank them and out-network them on a social level.
You're basically saying we need to decentralize our strategy in dealing with the war on terror rather than coming at them as a centralized organization.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we can persevere. This is a great nation. We've got tremendous power and history, and we used a strategy that didn't work, okay, because it's a new opponent. In the same way newspapers are struggling with Craigslist, which is a new competitor and a component. We just have to rework our strategy.
That's right. And you also refer to Alcoholics Anonymous, saying it reached millions of people, even though there's no leader of Alcoholics Anonymous. It was more of a movement. So it's very fascinating. Rod Beckstrom, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, the book is called The Starfish and the Spider, The Unstoppable Power of Leaderless Organizations. Quite a book. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.